It's recording now.
Oh,
Let me- Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mama Stula here today, and this video is quite different from the usual videos. So we're just having a chit chat. It's very unserious, no tension. Tensions are no longer high. And I'm not telling them when I drink Google. Anyway, so it's just a chit chat to know how everybody's doing. Obviously, we all migrated from Nigeria to one school here, and with me is
Miriam Rana.
and then Uncle.
I'm Daniel Renner.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I had to write down a couple of questions so I don't forget. I don't leave anything. And then feel free to leave your comments if you have any question on any topic we're going to touch. So basically, we're talking about the entire process, what life has been like. Miriam is a graduate of Hull, University of Hull, so she's our senior colleague.
Oh.
What are you feeling like?
There we go. Masters in it.
And Daniel is in University of Derby.
Yeah, University of
So
Derby.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to let them introduce themselves, and then your school when you came here and
I drop off
stuff like that.
Oh, stuff like that? You ready for me? You know? Okay, rolling camera action. Okay, hi guys. Hi Momo Stula's fan. My name is Miriam Rana. I just recently graduated. Not recently, it's been a couple of months. I graduated last year, September, from University of Hull, MSc Logistics and Supply Chain Management.
Big girl in it.
In the
MSc
bag.
Big girl in it.
Spanish for graduate, gradua. I'm a gradua.
You're Guadra.
I'm a gradua.
Okay, and you.
Okay, so hello people. It's your boy Daniel Renner. I go with Daniel Renner, but you can call me Fluid Negro, yeah, because I'm that nigga. I'm that black nigga that can do different things. I can write. I can do content creating. I can do a lot of things. Yeah.
Wow.
But anyways, I'm a medic. One time this, one time that, one time Mr. MedLab. You know it. You know it. Yes. The voice got nothing on me. And the voice Nigeria got nothing on me though. Yeah, I'm a medic. I'm a master's in view in biomedical science. A lot of people feel like it's big in it. When I say, "Oh, what are you studying?" I'm like, "Master's in biomed," and they're like, "Oh,
Sounds
wow."
serious.
It sounds serious, but I'm like, for me, this is nothing. But anyways, yeah, I'm doing my master's in biomedical from University of Derby. So we're just here. When did I come? I came in September last year, and honestly, it's been a roller coaster. When I came, it was like my people literally sent me to the wilderness. And I have not rested since I got here. It is wow. The UK is, that's what they don't tell
want us to use our 12 hours for you?
That's what they don't tell you. Yeah. Anybody, if you're in Nigeria or you're somewhere else and you want to come through the country, yeah. The UK is wild. It's ghetto as fuck, but nobody's gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, it's the wilderness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
come on, listen. He said we took him into the wild. Did we not put you?
by the way, they are siblings, so I think we're sibling
Wow.
Yes. I think in the wilderness there was a hut, right? We gave you a hut in the wilderness.
No,
We gave you cutlass, we gave you food, we
I'm
gave
quite
you water.
comfortable now, but I feel like when I first came for the first one month, with also in the influx of diversity and whatnot, yeah, it was a lot.
So it was
for
not
me.
we putting you in the wilderness.
Do you know what my first job was?
warehouse.
Have you met
It was a warehouse. I stay in Derby, so Derby County, the stadium. I cleaned it. I cleaned the whole stadium, and you know what? I couldn't climb my staircase for weeks. I was traumatized, and I told myself. That's when I told you that I had to tell you. How did you do it? Because I feel like if it's that thing I was doing till now, by now you guys would have been like, Rena, alright, because my waist, my head, everywhere was hurting. It's crazy.
And you can imagine before they came, and my younger ones, they were always, and Sister Miriam, how far now? Anything for your boy, I will send them videos of me suffering. I worked in fish factory, I worked in chocolate factory, flour factory, I did waiting staff, I washed
There's
plates.
nothing I've not done
Like
in
I
this
can't
UK.
relate because I didn't do any of this.
Are you serious?
She enjoyed, I saved her life.
Are you fucking
I
serious?
saved her life.
My first job was cleaning Derby Stadium.
Oh,
After
no.
that, I was doing
What about
warehouse.
that? So I can't relate, man.
Do you know what it is to do 12 hours in a cold room that when you put your hands in hot water, you're not even feeling the hot water burning you. Hot water.
I worked in constant 3 degrees. I
That's
had for 12
ridiculous.
hours, I had just 40 minutes break. 20 minutes in between.
Oh
with
my,
12 hours.
oh my
And I was
days.
standing, and they wanted you to be like a machine because you're going like this.
Yeah, because the thing is constantly.
See,
things are
I
constantly
have
moving.
pictures. Oh my god.
Not gonna lie,
You
but
don't
I
need to
feel
see my
like
pictures, please.
a lot of people don't give these UK people or the citizens in the UK their flowers because people they work. These people literally work. When I was in Nigeria, I don't think I do
I
much.
think it's more of immigrants that work.
It's more of immigrants that work, but most UK people actually still work. They like bad
Anyway,
staff.
true.
You know, time matters.
Because you know
And
they don't go to uni, so they have to do.
And they
certain
pay
kind
you
of
for
jobs,
you
so-
for your time. Your time matters.
Time
Yeah.
goes really
If I'm
fast.
That is
if
money
I'm
in UK.
if I'm traveling, like last year I visited like 2 countries, and before I traveled the week, I made sure I finished, because I was a student doing 20 hours a week. I made sure I finished my 20 hours before I traveled. The second trip was I traveled, then I had booked shift. I can't leave my shift 20 hours. They had to pay my rent.
Because it gets to the point that if you don't work for like 1 week, you have to like slap yourself like, what's your problem? Other people are working and you just here.
No, we're not working for 1 week. That's like.
You remember when I was sick?
bankrupt, man.
You know,
Because you know it's cold out there, and you have to just be in your bed. So being in your bed for 1 week.
No.
I was sick during Christmas period, and it's double pay, and I was like,
So rather than being worried about your health, you're worried
I was worried about the double pay.
You're worried about the pay you're missing.
So and if you can answer, both of you can answer. So when you came first, we've pretty much talked about the initial jobs you did and all that. How long did it take for you to get a job when you came?
For
Like
me,
a proper job.
For me, for a proper job, which is like here, basically stagnant, something that's quite stagnant, was like
Consistent.
2 months consistent. Sometimes it was like 2 months because you first have to like get a what do you call it? Your NI, your national insurance number. Without that number, they will not allow you to work.
DBS as well.
And mine came like after a month.
What?
Yeah, mine came
early. Mine was like a week or
Mine was a week.
Yeah.
Mine came after a month. So, and many people, they're like, you just got to the country, just so they were not like, so now warehouse jobs that they were getting.
Yeah,
like,
funny story, yeah. Funny story, yeah. So when I moved to my city, like I had this amazing flatmate, and I think I started working a couple days after I moved in.
Oh.
Like he took, not the care job, he took me by the hand to the warehouse agency, and they're like, me and we're three office flat. He's the only guy, my brother, from another mother.
Larry,
yeah. He took me and my flatmate. He held us by the hand and went. They employed us that day and gave us shifts that day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So we started working that day. You understand? And we're now because we're all together. So we started doing cab, taking shifts that were same day. We do cab to and fro so that it's not like one person is gonna do it.
And then they
and sometimes we finish at 3 a.m. Yeah, so why I didn't get the care early, the support early, was because of then we came when you had to quarantine when you came. You quarantine for 2 weeks, 14 days. Then after doing that, I didn't have any vaccine, so I had to take vaccine. And to get this, you have to take the full 2 doses. And to get the second vaccine, the interval is like 8 weeks. So I couldn't just sit in the house. I had bills.
No, I actually vaccinated.
Do you know there's some people
did, but
there are some people that are still doing keto now and still doing warehouse till now. They can't do care.
I have a my friend that got
It seems
married.
like the people that are doing warehouse can't do care, and the people that are doing care can't do warehouse.
No, but
I can't
I
do
feel
warehouse.
like warehouse is not a job you
I
do for health reasons.
My other flatmate that got married. she never did care. She didn't like it. She did replenishment of. She was working in Primark.
Yeah, but that's fair. Warehouse. I've not seen anybody that
she
did
stopped warehouse and went to replenishment. Then I still have
a good review of working in a warehouse. I have a friend of mine
that's still there working.
A classmate of mine. He said there was a day they went. No, a classmate, a girl. When we came and we're still meeting new people and all of that. She said she was giving us a warehouse experience, and it was quite funny because she said it was supposed to be a shift that would finish the next morning, and then they were fast and they finished at 2 a.m. and these people asked them to leave in the middle of the
night. Yeah. If we finish earlier than,
they'll still pay you your full pay now. Like I know HelloFresh, like where I work, they pay your full pay.
But at that time of the night, how do you not expect people?
As our shift ends at 3. So if it ends at 2, if they are finished it was a fish factory.
Yeah.
You have to go. The second break, if it ends by 3, the second break that's around 12, we book a cab, we pre-book.
Oh, okay.
So immediately 3 sharp, the cab is already waiting. We've removed rainbow and we've entered. All of us all of us will be smelling fish and the salmon. You know how? Imagine kote, mackerel fish. How much? That's how this fish smells. So all your body. So immediately we are fighting for who first of all. That midnight, you just put your things in the wash, and start washing. Then go and pour water on your body because your bed will not start stinking.
Yeah, true.
We had constant because. Do you know how I dress? I wear t-shirt, I wear singlet, I wear t-shirt, I wear a jumper, I wear another jumper, I wear a winter jacket. I had a constant winter jacket for warehouse. I wear a jumper, then I wear thermal leggings, I wear joggers, I wear thermal socks, I wear thermal gloves. Then I use scarf.
Warehouse make me feel like I'm a robot.
Then I use hair warmer.
At a certain time, like 1 a.m., it makes me feel like I'm going crazy. My head is not alright on a normal day. Then you expect me to do one thing over and over. It's like I'm going crazy. So I hated warehouse. And the time I decided that okay, I was done with warehouse was when I went for a shift. You told me okay, I have a shift, and when I go there, you're telling me I can't work. My shift has been cancelled because there are a lot of you've picked people already. I'm like, what the fuck? So this is me wasting my transport to come here to do this nonsense job for 12 hours in the cold. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming again. I'm not doing it again. I stopped warehouse.
No, I don't think I've seen anybody with good experience.
I stopped warehouse. And the United Kingdom made me into an Olympic I was running for days when I came here. Do you not run? You're running for this interview. There was a period that even on the road. Even on the road, I'm having an interview, and I'm like, having an interview, and that is me trying to like stop the run that I've run. Yeah. So let me just come down and accept the interview.
The panting and all of that.
Then I realized that here time works well.
Yeah.
If you don't meet that time, you're missing your boss. Forget it.
You wait till next time.
Right. So before you came to the UK, I'll start with you now. What was a life like in Nigeria, and at what point did you tell yourself, okay, no, that's it, I'm leaving Nigeria?
Breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Breakfast in bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Jump.
That's everybody will jump breakfast.
I mean, we would all eat it.
I jump. It was a platter.
They gave you different meal sessions.
The breakfast was a platter. It came as a platter. That's what I said, in bed.
They gave you fruits in bed, like different breakfast meals.
And after I cried sheepishly,
like nothing was here.
After I cried sheepishly, I just carried my phone. Okay.
You ran away.
I said no. I need a change of scenery. This isn't working because I moved to Lagos. I used to be a chef and a baker. I had my own business and it was going well. And while balancing them, I was working, but I had to stop work to focus on the business and all of that. I had my own apartment. It was going good, but the breakfast in bed
shattered your head.
I was full.
You know, funny thing is, I think it was a similar situation.
Yours the breakfast.
My own. The day the breakup happened was the day my first admission from is it Bradford or so? I can't remember. Yeah, I think Bradford came. I was reading the letter, and the more I looked, the less I see. I was not understanding. It was my people were the ones telling me, "Oh, this is the course you have." If they even gave me 5K scholarship, I did not see it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I couldn't read. I was not
the first school I
understanding
got,
what
so.
I was reading. I didn't know the course of study. I didn't know there was a scholarship. My friend, I'm like, they even gave me 5,000. I'm like, where is it written? Let me see. So it was just, I think it's that's
For me, I think you guys are a little bit older than I am. For me, you know how the youths are. It was peer pressure. I have friends that are like chilling, they're Yahoo boys, so they're like chilling, like, and I felt like, okay, first of all, I was a medic, so that time I was like doing my house manship. So yeah, I was seeing money, but it wasn't a lot compared to what these people are pulling, so they can travel anywhere, chill anywhere, buy whatever they want, and I was like, this is not what I want. I feel like for me to meet up to that form of level, probably I should leave the country.
Yeah, instead of doing,
I should have, rather than just being there. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had to leave the country. So yeah, thank God for the people that came through for me. My family are like the number one always, everything. So
I think it's another thing again for me. It was NSAS for the first time in Nigeria. Normally, when they do all this protest and all of that, it doesn't touch like me. That. You know, I just like it's one of those things to pass after a while. But that NSAS felt personal. It
really did feel personal between us.
Yeah.
And our parents were like, stay in the house, do this. I'm like, no, don't tell me to stay in the house. Don't tell me to not go. You were in Lagos.
I went to that toll gate. So my popsy was like, next time, because I didn't tell him, it was afterwards. I was like, I even went self, and that they were shooting that people.
See what happened. See what happened. I and my younger brother, we went to Port Harcourt to chill. So now we're like, we don't want to enter like public transport to like stress ourselves or whatnot. We chartered, we booked a taxi that would just get me, him, and my cousin to Yenegua. So it was just three of us. My younger brother stayed at the front. My younger brother stayed at the front, and me and my cousin stayed at the back. We just chilling. These police people from nowhere like overtook our taxi and parked at the front and was like, they'll give the taxi driver money that he should leave us where they are, and they told us to enter. Yeah, they told us to enter. That was like, no, oh my God, these shitty people are evil. Did you get it? And they were searching our phones and like, what nonsense. I was telling them, no, I'm a medic. I'm this. If I didn't show orders, I'm like, who knows? Oh my God. And thank God for the taxi driver. He was like, no, he's not going to leave us.
They offered him money.
They offered him money.
Jesus.
So we're like, nah, these people are this, nah. One name was Stunned, I remember. His nickname was Stunned.
That's terrible. For me, I think that NSAS was because I wasn't keen on. If I wanted to relocate, it would have been immediately I finished school. If I wanted to, but I was one of those people that were like, oh, I need to make my money in Nigeria, and then when I'm rich enough, I just want to travel, come back home. I mean, home is home.
Funny how after service, I served in Kano. I finished in 2016, and before I went to Bios, I attended one conference where you know how different schools will come and apparently it was University of Hull.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an admission with University of Hull in 2016. And then we were looking at the money more. By the time we converted, we were like, funny enough, you know, if you're converting it then, it was even cheaper than now.
It was cheaper. You know, a lot of us, that's why a lot of Nigerians are still in Nigeria, because they feel like when they're here, school in the UK, you have to like pay everything.
They look at the whole sum.
They look at the whole sum. So
I didn't have any. When I started, I didn't have any. I didn't know where the money was going to come from. But I feel like, see, when there's a will, there's a will. That's why I keep telling everybody. All my friends.
I think for me, it's not like I didn't have at all, like pata, as they would say it. I had a few cash on me, and then because I already told my brother that, see, this is the plan and all, and it was like, okay, because we're looking at Canada, and I was like, Canada is far and all of that, we're going to, so we're now looking for, like, he had to tell me, look for affordable schools and let's see how it goes. So I had to do my own part, so unlike this, I had to do my own part. I looked for schools, I got admission, then immediately I got the admission, I told him about the admission and all of that, and he was able to pay the deposit for me. Like,
how much was the deposit at the time?
£2,000, and he paid everything for me, and I didn't have to.
So now, see, this is my point.
Because he paid that deposit, I had to sort out my tuberculosis and other things.
So my point now, this is my point. If you did not get up to say, oh, guy, this is what I want to do. That 2K would not
no,
come.
Yeah,
He will not
true.
get up
At
and
that time,
do you
it
understand?
Not like it
wouldn't.
was convenient.
So exactly, but because you have made, you've told him, this is my plan, this is what I'm able to do.
We
this is
felt
what I
like
have,
we were
and then, you know,
choked. We were
Then
choked in
even
Nigeria at that time. At
even
that
looking for
point.
apartments, I looked for like very affordable apartment because he said he was going to sort out 3 months rent.
so you
for
can
me.
imagine. But if
Exactly,
you did not say,
then
they would not. That offer would not
I
come.
took care of my flight so I don't disturb him, so it was not going to be all on him and all of that. And my parents came through for me, you understand? So
Because there was a will, there was a will.
Exactly.
You
There was
wanted to
no
do this
way.
thing, and then somehow it just happens. I remember when I was doing my process, there were times I feel like my hands
Should I
were
stop?
against the wall.
I mean,
No
should I
way
stop?
out, no money anymore. I spent every
You
time.
don't know what to
In fact, I even took ill because I started taking extra jobs then just to pay 1 or 2 bills, the back and forth Abuja. In fact, when I did my biometrics, I even forgot to tell them to use Korea. So I had
So
to
you had
go back to Abuja to collect
take it.
passport because I didn't know there was that option of. They didn't give me the option of
Oh,
Korea.
okay.
So in all those little money, and then a lot of things that I
And
had
the
to do.
flights,
My
you know how-
flight ticket was 1.4 million. In fact, the flight ticket when I was going to book my flight ticket,
1.4, and you
I
had
had
to do
paid. Connecting flight wasn't even a straight. Then flight ticket
You
was
did
3
connecting
million.
flight and you did 1.5.
You
You
were
did
lucky.
She came in
straight
August. She came in August.
I even came before you, and then you came in the time when flights
was
were
very
3 million. No, it was September.
At that point, it was so expensive.
You
That
were
we just saw
lucky.
a
Yeah, he was
deal.
lucky. He was just
1M.
lucky. Yeah, so I paid 1.4, which was about the cheapest
And it was
I
straight
saw at
flight.
the time. But at
I
that
think it was
time,
that
I
deal.
didn't
Yeah.
have.
Yes,
I'd already exhausted everything I had. I didn't even know what
You
to
will
do.
even have urgent 2K.
I didn't know what to
know
do.
who to ask for.
But
that
I
urgent
think it's
2K.
conversations. We're just talking, and I'm like, this is my pro. See, talk.
Talk.
Because you don't know who will help you. You're not trying to. You're not really begging these people. You're just saying. So any reasonable person will see how far
Who should
you
I go and
come,
talk to in this UK?
and then they will tell you, oh, let me help. People came through for me as well. And then as at that time, I didn't have any money, but my flight ticket 1.4 million. It came out from somewhere. There are times where I think there was a time I didn't even have flight ticket to go to Abuja to collect. Well, I think it was the IOM period. She knocked in my hand, but I don't even know. I don't know how God did it, but it happened. And then here I am now, or here we all are. So if there's a will, there's a way. Don't look at it from the.
Where were we?
Don't look at it from the big. In fact, I'm talking to people now. Don't look at it from the big angle. But again, please
can come here if you want to.
don't come here if you don't have 50% school fees.
No, because it's a
your mind will be stressed. You will break down.
If you don't even before you come, you will not see job immediately.
If you don't have somebody to assist, you have like 50%, so you've cleared that part.
You know you've cleared that part because you will be depressed.
When they come here, they think immediately they land.
If you have nobody here, your mind will be in shambles.
Yeah.
What do you think about black tax? When I'm talking about black tax, I'm talking about the billion that comes from Nigeria. But a lot of people feel like once we enter that flight, that we are going abroad. We are big people chilling, innit?
Money now.
Today I was looking for 120 pounds. She was looking for 120 pounds.
They don't even they don't even understand. Most of them don't even want to understand. They don't even ask you how you're doing. And most of us, when we came in, our mental health was like all over the place.
Yeah.
Mental health was like all over the place. They don't want to ask you how is school, how is this, how is that. They just feel like it's their own. Give me this. They deserve so much entitlement. Like they're the ones that sent you. But most of them even contribute 1K.
It's okay.
Calm down.
1K.
I feel your pain.
I'm feeling because there's no we cannot build, bro.
I know. Anyway,
you know how in Nigeria how you can pay for driving lessons with 50K you've learned for even a month. But here, God, an hour, 30 pounds.
1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour.
30 pounds is almost 30K.
But I think we're seeing the money here. Yes, we get the fact that money is big, but in the UK, the money is not all that.
Yeah.
But for Nigeria, it's all that for them because it's quite bigger.
Yeah.
But here, it is not all that. Because once person say, okay, please send me 5K now, £5 now. It's this, but you can get a lot with that. You can decide to get chicken, you cook a pot of stew that will last you for a week.
True. That's true. So, what would you say was your what was the biggest struggle? What would you say is the biggest struggle for students generally? It might be yours. It might be something you already actually had passed through.
Landing a good job,
How about
a
you?
professional job.
Getting
No. Before pre while you're doing the studies, not after the studies.
UK is lonely.
Mm.
So if you don't get proper friends that care for you, it's gonna be difficult. And I don't know if there's this saying that once you're like after secondary school and uni, it's difficult to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
So coming here, like it was a little bit of a hassle to like make friends. So if you can't make friends, you probably might not like be alright.
Yeah.
Friends are everything.
If you don't have a partner,
If you don't have,
it's
if you don't have
harder when
partner,
you don't have partner.
friends.
Family.
And if you're
is
coming
very
in single, you
important.
just have couple of people that you can talk to, relate with, that have the same. You guys are going to swim the same lot. But
Yeah.
if
Just
it's
like I
not-
say personally, I don't think I can stay in Canada except I'm moving
No,
with my
no,
partner.
I had Canada option
See,
too, but
except
Canada
I'm
is
moving-
too far.
because
Except I'm moving with
besides
my
being
partner,
far, you
I
know
can-
how here it is in the winter. Just be in your house. You have to, because what are you? Nobody. You don't see anybody out there
True.
because it's
The
cold
weather is
out there.
bitter.
So everybody's, once you walk, you come back indoors. So you don't even have people to talk to or anybody to talk to if you don't have a
Right.
partner. So
Yeah,
you just have to
that's
be
right.
indoors. So that's why you like friend factor has to like come in place. But if you don't have a friend, you go crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
some
true.
days just spend the night in their place and all of
Yeah.
that, or just to play your head, you travel, and no. So while studying, one of the things I had I found as a major issue was still getting a job, like I said before you cut me off. Yeah, because start early.
Yeah, true.
Start
True.
Don't wait till you graduate. Don't wait till you graduate so that your mind you chest the unfortunately well.
Unfortunately, but cool is a lot. They punch you, they punch and they punch. Like, apply for 100 jobs, you will get 99.8 unfortunately.
Yeah, you just need that 1 year.
You just need that 1 year.
Sometimes you even apply for 300 jobs.
All the 300.
It's not like
You will not be asking yourself. It's the same way with dating in the UK. Like, applying for jobs, or the unfortunately you get through applying for jobs is the same way you dating in the UK. Because I don't care. I don't know about you. I don't know how about dating life for you, but these people can block your life.
How do you mean?
I don't know if you've trying to like dating app. You'll be thinking you're in love already. They'll make a scenario that you're in love, but they will block you within seconds, and you'll be wondering if you're not good enough. That's how jobs are. Because when they give you unfortunately, now be like, my CV no good. I'll be waiting.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So then studying, balancing, in doing our undergraduate, we just went to school.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Absolutely.
here,
Yeah, you have to work.
here the method of studying, the workload is
way
more
different from Nigeria. So you have to
more-
unlearn and learn things.
Exactly. So it got at some point it got overwhelming. I'm like, because I think my first semester was trying to overdo.
Yeah, it's always like
My
that.
first
Everybody
semester
was
Second semester is like,
My first
Yeah.
semester was trying. Oh God, I know some
I didn't
people.
hear that.
I know some people. I didn't hear that, but I know some people. But my first semester, you're like, okay, this lecturer wants this assignment like this way. Oh, it has to be. Oh, this even the one she did not ask for.
Oh, I had
But
a lecturer
they
like that.
asked for step by step, but you were giving this an extra, this an extra. It now brought down grades. You're not like,
oh wow,
okay.
this is it. No stress. Okay.
They want A B C D to Z. It's
Mhm.
okay. I don't even need to do A I I. A to no.
It's not coursework.
Second semester, I gave it to them. A, you want it? B. See, that's how I was giving it, and I did better because I understood the system. I understood.
Yeah, true.
The
first
reference,
semester
I
is always a
understood
learning
because-
curve.
When I came,
I understood the reference. You know how we used to
the
reference in
schooling
Nigeria now?
system,
The reference on
the
Nigeria.
schooling system broke
Copy and
me.
paste.
Like, I'm a medic, and the course I'm doing is like a medical professional course, so it literally broke me. In the same, like, they want you to like read what or whatnot, and Nigerian system, they like prepare for exams or what. This one is not. It's not exam. It's coursework.
Yeah.
Though I wrote exam here, and I was thinking it's simple. Because if people told you it's open book, open your book, read, write it in your house, any comfort you are. This exam tough pass, tough pass. anything.
Really,
I mean, this
open book exams are not good.
It's like 3 hours here.
You can't read in between the
It's
line at that point.
3 hours, and you have 3 hours to open your book, but that 3 hours felt like 15 minutes.
True. You can't find
because time goes so fast. So what are you looking for? What are you looking for when you can just be writing what you already? Time will just go, and the questions they're asking, and result came, and you're saying 20 marks for this, 20 marks for that, 10 marks for this. You're thinking of reaching all that marks. Then result come out, and you're saying, what is this? Why are you writing this? You're not supposed to. You're not wondering what sort of nonsense. What's the marking scheme at this? No. First semester fucked me up.
Anyway, so Miriam, you graduated. When did you graduate again? September last year. So
my official convocation was in January.
Okay, so you're in your postgraduate route now.
Yeah.
Was postgraduate part of your plans or
no? The goal was, like I said, I did lots of interviews, and all of those were graduate roles where they sponsor. And the goal was from study visa, you just get your 5 years work visa, because student visa don't count.
Yeah.
Or study don't count. So I'm like, this is my second year, going to my third year. None of them count to settlement. So if I'm getting like a sponsorship or another visa, it has to start from scratch. So you can imagine all these years will now be like wasted years.
Yeah, right.
So that part hurts. So that's why I say start early, because I know some people that got the job that sponsored them before.
No, people get it. Actually.
Yeah, because there are different routes. Like I think there are more visas than student visa or skilled worker visa.
Right.
Like I think you should just search the web, check UK visas. They are different. There are a couple of them. There's scale up. There's a lot. Just too numerous to mention. And you just see the one you can fit in. Then you know where to go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need it to count after 5 years. Everybody needs that settlement and all of that. Because for study, most of interviews I'm doing, they're like, after the 2 years, what next?
Yeah, right.
Even dependents have that issue. Yes. Yeah. After the 2 years, what next? So it hurt, like, oh, I've dropped, unfortunately.
One question I've been meaning
but now I think I'm good.
Do you want to go back to Nigeria and stay? After coming here and seeing this much audacity, I'll call it audacity. Do you want to go back to Nigeria?
For me, if Nigeria is, if things are working,
if I have my stay,
I don't see what we're doing.
If I have my stay, and my business is blooming, both home and abroad, I don't think I will be traveling around.
Yeah. But what would be your base? Where would you rather have as your base? Is it Nigeria or here?
There's this, in the midst of the chaos, there's this peace.
Yeah, knowing that you're home.
Exactly. Home. Sometimes I feel homesick. I'm like, should I just book a flight?
There's this flex that comes with being Nigerian, having the money you deserve, and living in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I want to experience.
If you have money and you're living in Nigeria,
Yeah. Nigeria.
Imagine earning the monthly salary you're earning here.
Wow.
In Nigeria, you're working from home remotely. Imagine that's like over.
Imagination working you.
Imagination was working with that is over 4 million naira a month.
That's money.
A month, over 4 million naira, and you know how you pay. Even if by then you'll be able to afford to buy an apartment, but even if you're renting, it's gonna be a standard apartment. And renting in Nigeria is once a year. Do you know how my rent? I pay over 500 if you're converting. Over 500.
Stop converting. You're not earning in naira, so stop converting.
You should stop converting.
Stop converting. That's the
first I learned that in it.
You get.
When I came, I don't know if I told anybody, but when I came here, I cried. There's one time I cried because I misplaced 30 pounds.
That's a lot.
This time misplaced 30 pounds. I'm like, I cried.
And I cried. Why me?
I'm like, this money just went out. How? Where? Where did it go to? 30 pounds. That's like 30,000 naira.
I've also cried.
You misplace money.
Have you ever had that feeling when you came, like maybe the first 2 months? I felt like, why you here.
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
I think all Nigerians
everybody,
are like, why am I
here? Everybody, because
it's
really
choice?
hard in the first month.
Then I'll tell myself, and it's good I have family. It consoles me.
But Nigerians are so much. Nigerians in Nigeria are so much on your mental health. They fuck with your head a lot.
I had that. Everybody has, for different reasons. For
peace, reasons, I delete my Nigerian WhatsApp sometimes for peace.
So it happens to everybody. But again, back to the post study. So what was it like applying? Is the process seamless?
You just have the money in your account.
And then how much?
As long as you don't overdo your hours, because they said 20 hours a week.
Yeah, so you have to.
But how about people that overdo their hours? What do you have for them?
It's illegal.
It's illegal to do that.
You don't, because
it's illegal. It tells on your visa, like they may reject your post study
or any future visa when they check. So it's very
important, because your NI shows, even if you leave the country for 10 years and come back, you still have that NI number.
So it's very important that you abide by the rules. The rules says 20 hours for students. So you try, then that's term time, and then when it's holiday, you can do like work 100 hours. It's a bit less.
It's your business.
But when it's term time, try as much as possible. And so most companies, they don't even let you. Like my company doesn't let me work more than 20 hours when it's term time.
Yeah, when I was even working, they gave me, mine was not even 12-hour shift. Mine was 10 hours. So 10, 2 days a month.
Yeah. So I remember shortly after the Christmas holiday, I worked full time. Everybody did. Then after the Christmas holiday, my manager called me and like, okay, you need to go back to 20 hours. So my company is a big company, so it's not allowed. There's another student there. She was calling me and she was lamenting and all of that. I'm like, well, what is it? So it's illegal. Don't do it, because you might lose your.
So because I didn't even do all of that, I was like consistent. Sometimes I even work 10 hours a week, 18, 16, like less than 20 hours. And I'm like, okay, as long as the money was in my account, I'm good.
Okay.
So and it was just follow the process.
But I'm gonna say this thing for people that are trying to come in or people that are already here. Do not look for. I mean, maybe you could look for agencies, but try as much as possible to like get proper jobs.
Yes.
Because there comes a time whereby agencies will fuck you up.
Please, you should stop posting on my channel.
I don't say that.
Am I cussing though?
Effort so much.
I mean, it's rated 18.
Anyway, but seriously, I feel permanent jobs are better. Like being employed by the company is always better
than being employed by an agency.
Yes, because agencies can be on that side. Shift. Yeah, you can have two jobs, but one is going to be tax higher. But then agencies most times they don't have shifts because they have a lot of people working for them. But you can be lucky and get a good agency.
Or they withdraw.
Yeah, they can just cancel and all of that. But when you're being employed by the company, you know your hours are.
I think I've never had that issue with agencies. Because even back in hall, I had my constant. So in a month, you tell them the days you're available to work. So I tell you on this week I'm free Tuesday and Thursday. Next week I'm free this day and this
That's
day.
my predicament.
Like that. So
agencies. So.
I had my constant. Then coming again, moving down to Manchester, I had to have a permanent job.
So it's like I'm doing 10 hours.
So let's talk accommodation now. That's you know what? I think we'll leave accommodation for this bit, but we'll talk about accommodation later on. For you that's finished, what's life like? Like you're a senior colleague here, so what's life like?
I don't have any assignment to submit.
Oh my god, I know that feeling. I'm done myself. Well, you also done your assignment.
I mean, I'm kind of done, but then again, I have like 15,000 words to write.
That's the project. Me too.
It's
annoying. How many thousand words there, right?
I don't think I'm gonna write 15. I'm gonna write 10.
No,
better finish.
The funny thing is, once you start writing,
you finish.
You don't know where the words. You even get more than 15. It's now you that will start, because they told us it mustn't pass 15,000. It can be less than like 14,000. No.
We can't.
No, 10 is too small. It can be 14.
No. I mean 10% was.
No, they didn't do 10% for presentation. it should not exceed 15%, but it can be less than. But 14,000 something, it shouldn't be. It should not cross 15,000. So what people did was, mostly like me, the things that crossed 15,000, I converted it and put as abstract. So abstract doesn't count under your work, so you could still find them there. So I just
It's
converted them.
terrifying,
Yeah.
really, the project. I don't know.
It is, and I'm supposed to start writing next month.
It's terrifying. And then, Daniel, you came in September.
Yeah, I did.
So, what's life been like for you? Is there, for both of you, any regrets coming here to the
I
UK?
have family here, so I don't think I have any regrets.
The only regrets I have is the fact that my family, my younger ones, which I hold dear, they are still there. So
Yeah.
pretty much those are the people that I care
And
about
our
the
parents.
most. And parents, yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly my younger ones. That's the regret.
But then again, another question. Before we all came here, we were banking on what other people are saying, the YouTubers or what's on the net and all of that. And when you come here, you get a clearer picture of what you want to do. So if you should go back to start again, would you study what you're studying and would you study what you study? Because now you know how what works here. First,
Yes,
okay,
I
let me
know.
answer. I would not study what I studied
Yes or no?
because I know I have other interests now.
Yes or no? Yes, I know. Yes and no, rather. Because my course, we're studying the same thing.
Mm.
Our course is broad.
Yeah, it's very, very
It's an
broad.
umbrella course. You can fit in anywhere.
Yeah,
You can fit in construction, in energy, in oil. You can fit in anywhere as anything.
But we had the jobs though in the UK.
There are. It's just to
And then
penetrate. It's just to
care and warehouse.
It's just to
it's not
penetrate. It's just to penetrate. It's
There are
just to
other
penetrate.
jobs.
Yeah. It's just to penetrate because once you start having gathering the professional UK experience,
You
it's
just
easy
need 1
to
year.
it's easy to go transfer your skills. That's why I said yes and no. Like I know better courses that I would have studied. But
Yeah, absolutely.
studying this course was not bad at all because I know having a job in my field would be so fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what everybody
like I would enjoy
By the end of the
actually.
day, everybody is still going for care sponsorship.
I think it would.
No, I think that notion should change.
it's not
because
everybody,
It's not about
see, for-
everybody, care and social care, either care or support. They're not the only jobs in the UK. People just, it's like these
It
are the
is-
things that are up on everybody's
On your
face,
face,
and people
yeah.
are too lazy to explore, or they just give up easily. Like the unfortunate
They are
thing, it
just-
affects me too. Somehow, whether you like it or not, it's discouraging.
And most people from school
But-
they just go into the care because
Because
like
that
I
is
said,
what is
2 years
easy
doesn't
to
count, so
get.
that one starts counting. So,
So
while they are there,
I
they
feel
can
like
swap.
people should learn to look into other areas. It's not only care and support. And then besides some of the care jobs, not all of them that sponsor. Yes, I understand that for sponsorship purpose, most people might just go into care, but it's not only care and support that are there. And then now, most people are in jobs. Before you finish, most people are in jobs that don't, the care and support doesn't sponsor for the most part for now. But so there are other jobs that people can. I'm not saying it's easy to get in, but it's nice when you look at those jobs and then even if you don't sponsor, just do it for the sake of doing it. But don't limit yourself to care, even though that's what is obtainable.
Yeah,
Just keep trying,
there are
and
lots
then
of things.
when you get that
I
1
think-
year,
I think I'm just trying to play with all my cards. Yeah, I don't want to say I'm the one that don't like settling for less, so I'm just trying to play with all my cards. Like, let me turn all of them. According to my mom, she would be like have plan A, B to Z.
Yeah,
Don't just
exactly.
leave it at plan A
Yeah.
and B and that's it. Like you will just mess you up. So just have loads of plan. Don't just come and yes, I'll just move to care. There are other things like I said
Exactly.
earlier. There are like loads of visa that you can even get from Nigeria.
Mhm.
So
There are. And then again, another thing is I was going to say something I forgot to say. Oh yeah, certifications in this country are very, very important. It's not about studying.
Very
MSc
important.
doesn't do the work. MSc doesn't, or just MSc doesn't
Certifications
suffice.
and
So
experience.
experience.
you know, back in Nigeria,
and
you can actually get
certifications.
some UK experience.
I have no idea.
As in UK certification. Sorry,
like
Harvard does free certifications. There's LinkedIn Learning.
yeah,
There's LinkedIn Learning. There's Harvard. Harvard does free certifications, and it's Harvard the main Harvard, Harvard stamp, you have your certification through Harvard.
Okay.
So there are loads of other things
should explore.
Yeah, so that you know that you add it on your CV. You're certified in this, you're certified in this.
UK is actually keen on experience. The only difference between UK experience and Nigerian experience, the UK will not tell you to have 20 years experience when you just graduated from school, or 10 or 5 years. Even if it's 1 week experience, even if it's 1 month experience, it's a lot.
Tell us a time.
Yes, because they like to know that you've done this thing practically and not just by the books like we normally do in Nigeria. And that's another good thing about the educational system here. It's not in Nigeria. We dissect like engineering students. We dissect. We dissect. What's it called? Engineering students would dissect engines and things on paper, but they've never even seen it.
Yeah.
But here,
the computer science students will read it.
But
instead of working on computers,
all the computers are locked up in rooms that we never ever access. But here, everything is made available for you, and then it's very practical based learning. So, educational system here. So it's
100 years.
Yeah. So, what advice? I mean, we've all had a level of experience here, even though it's not so much, and you've had longer experience. So, from all of us, I'll start with Daniel. What advice would you give to people who are coming in?
I'll just go here. Don't get depressed. What do I say? Just try to be street smart. Nigeria gave us that much privilege to be street smart. Be street smart. If you're street smart here, you'll be fine. Pretty much.
Me? Okay. My advice. Always have lots of cards to play around with. Don't just restrict yourself. Try and ask questions. Try and read. Get certifications. Start your application. If you're coming as a student, start your application for job early.
Don't let the unfortunate get to you. The unfortunate is a lot, but don't let it get to you. Don't allow it break you.
You know how you just see the email and you know last is unfortunately. So your heart will be like the first time
it makes me ask myself, am I good enough? You said I'm not good enough.
I've asked myself that a couple of times, but I just accepted it that it's just the process.
And it gets better over when you do the next interview. It always gets better.
You just need that one.
For me, I would always advise anybody, keep your expectations at the barest minimum. Have zero expectations.
I'll start working tomorrow once I come
because why most people get frustrated when they come here, the expectations are this high.
Yeah.
And then when they come, it's like, oh, this is not what I expect. I was very disappointed when I got to the UK, to be honest. I was ready to enter the UK. When we entered Manchester, I'm like, okay, we are the abroad. Where is maybe this is the outskirts. The man's like, oh, this is.
But you know what funny thing is? There's some parts in Nigeria that look way better than
exactly.
But so, people feel like you get nothing go on.
It's the weather.
The weather and camera.
The weather and iPhone camera.
So to keep your expectations low, this is not a place where you just come and start picking money.
Fine, it's fine,
and all of that. So you don't get disappointed and frustrated. And this video is going to have a part 2 because I don't want it to be too long. So we're going to conclude in the next part. So
take care of yourselves.
Anyway, we've not ended the video, but this is just the part 2.